Hi guys. So here we go. So I left you with my cousin Diane being my bodyguard and protector from the shooting that never happened in the hospital I wasn't in. Whatever that's about. But in my mind, that's what was happening. So um, Now I just want to take a quick moment and say I had so many people supporting me, staying, coming there, just being there, protecting me, being there for me, praying for me, sitting in the halls, just for, weeks and weeks. But today I'm going to talk to you about a little bit about what happened to me while I was actually in the coma. Um, I told you every time that someone touched me, my blood pressure went down to the point of they thought I was going to expire, so no one could touch me. Hence, that started no one could come up. My husband stopped all visitation besides him. And I'm guessing besides him and my son, but I'm not really sure. It could have just been besides him. I don't know. I don't know. My son has issues with hospitals anyways. I don't know how much he came in because he didn't come in a whole lot after I was awake because it's just not, he just can't stand it. I am still trying to kill that fly 3 weeks later. An hour later. So I'm laying there on this bed. Well, the doctors have said, we can't move her. We can't. Every time we try to move her, we think she's going to die, and so we can't move her. Well, the problem with not moving me was I ended up getting bed sores on my back because I'd been there so long and they couldn't move me. Every time they touched me, every single time they touched me, I was going to die. And so they decide they're going to get this bed. They're going to have this bed come in that moves. It moves you so that you're taking pressure off, and it just kind of floats and moves around. And so they get this bed, but they can't get me on it because every time they go to move me, I, die. Or whatever you call it, I expire. They go so low that they won't go any farther because they are afraid I'm going to expire. Maybe that's a better way to put that. I don't know. I was asleep. I don't know. Whatever. So the bed sits out in the hall. Apparently, my husband has told me the bed sat in the hall for over a week, 8 days, 9 days, something like that. And us paying for that bed for, and it was thousands of dollars a day to have that bed. But there it sat in the hall while I'm laying in that bed getting bed sores because they're not moving me. So my doctor, my actual physician, finds out that I'm in the hospital. He doesn't know. No one has called him, and they tell me because I've been awake for a while, and I think I probably am not intubated anymore at this point. I'm betting, but they say, you laid there so long, you got these bed sores, we need to remove them. And I'm like, no, I want to talk to my doctor. And I said, his name's Scar, I told him his name. And I want you to call him. I want to see what he has to say. Well, he comes down there, as soon as he hears. He came down there as soon as he could get away from the office. And he was like, what in the world? I had been with him for years already. Now I'm still with him. It's been decades. Since the early 90s, mid 90s maybe. So he goes, okay, turn over, let me see your back. And he said, oh yeah, sis, you've got to get those off. You've got to let them cut them out. And I'm like, well, they want to give me morphine, and I don't want the drug. And they said they have to do that to get these out. And he was like, well, you have to have the drugs and they're going to give you the surgery, and they're going to take care of this, and you can't get well and go home until then. So I was like, no. Mm-mm. I have a cousin who saw ants climbing up the walls for morphine, and no, we're not taking no drugs. It's not going to happen. So he was like, well, I don't think they're going to put you under to clean these out. They were just going to give you a local anesthetic, but, you know, if you want, I'll talk to them about them taking you back into surgery. And I'm like, no, just take it out, you know, whatever you need to do, just fix it. And he was like looking at me like, you have lost your mind. You're crazy, chick, you know, whatever. Well, he talked me into it, and I did have them attempt to, you know, fix it. Well, when they got in there and they were like digging around in my back with just some like xylocaine and a little local Novocaine shot, because it wouldn't let them give me, you know, morphine. They decided, okay, yeah, this is bigger. And so the bed sore on my back had tunneled its way down to basically, I don't know, this is TMI, but sorry, to my butt crack. And so it went in one side and tunneled all through my body and came out the other end of my butt crack. And so it was like one big old long bed sore. Okay, you gotta go in, you gotta have surgery. You gotta get this cut out of you. It's bigger than we thought. You gotta have this taken care of. Well, okay, so, you know, my husband and I were like, okay, you know, do whatever you gotta do. I want to go home. And so they're like, okay, so they take me in. Well, I'm just going to be honest, to this day, and we're talking, it's 2015, I've never looked at my back one time. Ever. Never. I don't want to look at my back. I don't want to know. I'm not interested in seeing it. But from what I understand, they cut a hole in my back maybe about yay big, and tunneled it through the inside of my body. And then the one that came out of my bottom end was maybe about yay big. So it was a big tunnel in my body. I was the first person in California that was fitted with what they now call a wound vac, where they put suction on both ends, and this wound vac basically sucked and healed internally, closing both ends, and hurt like you don't even know. You ain't never felt hurt. Childbirth, a piece of cake to having this stupid wound vac taken off of you. I'm just telling you. It hurt. It hurt so bad that I would cry and beg and cry for them just to leave it. I can't take it. Okay, so we're going to talk about the wound vac a little bit more in another area of this story, which is hilarious. But, so I had the surgery. They fitted me with this wound vac. It's now March, I don't know, maybe about March 15th or 13th, somewhere in there. And I'm, I've got this wound vac, which is a big machine. I mean, it's a big machine. It's heavy, big machine, right? And, but I'm doing well. I'm eating on my own. I'm talking now. I'm healing, gaining my mobility. Never really, from this point, still didn't have a lot of memories. Like, for instance, let me just tell you this right now, because this is kind of interesting. I told you that day that I was sick and I had all the kids and I took them I can't see without my glasses. And I know that's stupid. What does it matter that I see? Because I know that's shining in your eyes, but I can't see the screen. I'm that blind, which is a whole other issue. So let's go back to that day that I took the kids to the mall, the day that I got sick and went in. So I had went to my sister's house, and her and her fiance were there, and they were, I took the nap and all that. Yeah, I don't remember the fiance to this day. I don't remember him. at all. Like, at all. I saw pictures of him. Apparently I wasn't missing much. But, yeah, I don't remember that whole relationship. Let's see, she found him, met him online, which was, whatever. Started dating him, engaged to him by Thanksgiving, and now we're just past Christmas, and I'm going into the hospital sick. Okay, so all of those, through all of that time, I've met him, seen him, been with him, had holidays with him. I don't know him. I'm talking like today, reality. I don't know him. I don't remember him at all. Like right now, at this moment, I can't even remember his name, but that was a long time ago. Anyways, yeah. Totally took out. I don't remember Thanksgiving. I don't remember Christmas. Which you can kind of understand Christmas. It happened right there a couple days later. And I was already really sick. And so, whatever. But Thanksgiving, what is that all about? I missed those holidays. Other than pictures, I do not recall neither one of those holidays and all that time span in between. And that is due to a drug that they gave me called Versed, that they told me eventually within like a year or so my memories would start returning. They never did. I don't remember none of that. But it also apparently is what probably caused me from not having any memories of the coma as well. Try to let your body heal. So it's a drug that they give you called Versed. And apparently it worked because I don't remember. But anyways, that's off topic. So that's what I really wanted to talk about today was the surgery and my bed sores now. I might go ahead and tell you a little bit about this right here. It's kind of out of it's out of order because it happened way later, but I'm going to tell you this right now just because we're only 12 minutes into this and it's hilarious. Okay, so the wound vac. Oh my God, the wound vac. Okay, so I am at home now. It's later. It's probably April. And it might even be May. I don't know. But I had a home healthcare nurse that had to come every day and take care of the wound vac. And she had to have a student nurse with her. So one day they come in and so hilarious. Okay, so this is way off topic, and I know that. But so this little student nurse is there with her, and my nurse's name was Romina, and she came every day. And so she had brought this little student nurse with her. Well, they come back in the room where I am, and mind you, we're still at my in-laws' house. House was not done. In the process of building was just basically, null and void during that whole time because my husband spent all of his waking moments either working on the house or at the hospital or working. That was all he did. And mainly at the hospital. But, the things he had to do to keep it moving, he would do there. But anyway, so I'm home, and he was, probably either working or at the house. I'm not sure. But so Romina's there, and she's got this little student nurse. And so she's back there in the room, and I'm laying in my in-laws' bed, and on my stomach, of course. And she takes the wound vac off. And that little student nurse fainted dead in a doornail, fell, landed on Romina, hit Romina in the head, then fell on me, and then they all landed in the floor, and she was out cold, colder than a cucumber. Hilarious. So I'm laying on the bed, right, and my mother-in-law's, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Romina is up immediately. Go in there and get some orange juice or whatever sweet you have. And she's spitting out orders. And I'm like, what is going on? I don't even know. And so she yanks this little student nurse up, and she's slapping her on the face. And she was like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? This is why I don't bring student nurses. It was so funny. So finally I'm getting it. Okay, this chick fainted. She fainted dead away, which I think is why I've never looked at my back. So she gets up and she slapped her awake, and my mother-in-law's handed her some orange juice, and she's, taking it. And so she was like, I thought you could take this. Do you faint a lot? And the nurse goes, no, I've only ever done it one other time. I was driving down the freeway. Seriously. She is epileptic, and she had these moments, whatever, and she fainted deader than a doornail looking at my back. So hilarious. We still laugh about that. Romina got on the phone and she's yelling at this, school nurse place, whatever. She's like, that's it. Don't ever send me no more students. I'm telling you, I am done. I'm not lying. I don't care what you think. I am not doing it. And you better get somebody over here to get her because she's not going in my car. So Romina gets done with me and she leaves. She left her hide there. She had to wait on someone to come and get her. So hilarious. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so funny. So yeah, that was my little Romina wound back story. Hilarious. Okay, so we're going to stop here today on a fun note. Maybe it won't be so traumatic anymore because Gina is alive and well, and there's a lot more to tell. There's so much more to this story. But I'm going to let you go a little bit early today and stop on a fun note instead of always being traumatic and make y'all crying all the time. I'm sorry about that. Well, I'm not really sorry because that's the story. Whatever. So there it is. Gonna go. Talk to you guys later. Have a great week. Bye-bye.